Hi guys, this is Suman Jain and you're watching me on my channel, Suman Jain Entrepreneur. And today I've got an opportunity to interview a passionate, young, talented, highly dynamic, a blogger, as well as SEO uh, person. Uh, and his name is Himanshu Sharma. All right. So we have on board Himanshu, who is giving us a lot of insights about blogging, experience about blogging, and share some SEO tips. All right. Over to you, Himanshu. I wanted you to introduce yourself to my audience.
Thank you, Suman, for having me here for an interview. And as Suman and Ma'am has already told you that I'm a blogger and an SEO consultant. I mainly help people in optimizing their websites and web properties for search engines, so that they can get some value out of their search engine campaigns, search engine optimization campaigns. So basically, this is what all I do. Uh,
Awesome. So I even needed a brief history about you. Like how did you start? A small
okay.
information about your personal side.
Yes. So, if I will talk about the history, then I started blogging in 2013. I was just randomly surfing the internet. I came across a blog from Shout Me Loud, Harsh Agarwal. Uh, he was uh, he was there with his about us page, in which he told all the how he started and how he started earning money from his blog and all. So I got inspired by the way he was talking, and he explained everything how he started and all. That was the first time I heard about blogging in 2013. Then I searched the internet for some more information about blogging and all. I created my first blog on Blogger, the platform from Google. Google provides a free platform for blogging. I started there as I had nothing to share, so I just started a poetry blog and sharing random stuff from the internet and all. Slowly, I got interested in that stuff, and so I started learning SEO as well to grow the blog.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you are quite interested, like from past, you have a journey, say about some 8 to 9 years, probably with
Uh,
this industry, right?
yes, ma'am.
Awesome. It's quite, I mean, it's quite inspiring for everyone who wanted to actually start. All right. So I wanted to ask you, describe how did you first get into blogging, which you have already shared. Okay. The now is, can you tell me some of your strengths? Okay, that really helped you in blogging.
The main strength that I think I have is focus. I do think with focus, and the main problem with me is consistency. As I told, I started in 2013, but the main problem with me was consistency. I was not working consistently. I skipped years. I changed domains. I started learning programming. I did Python. I started learning Python, machine learning, and all stuff. Then I came back to SEO stuff, and so main problem was consistency. But the main stand that I have is a focus. Whatever I do with focus. I give all my energy and efforts into it, and now I started doing things consistently. I'm getting better results, and I hope things will get better in the future.
That's awesome. So in this question, Himanshu shared with us that whosoever, at whatever point of time you are starting, you need to have is focus, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So how would you describe your blogging style? Each bloggers has their own style. Okay. So like, do you follow any format? Like, do you have anything in a style like format that first has to be something like a descriptions or a head titles or something? So I wanted to know, my audience wanted to know what is the style which you follow.
The main style that I follow is I try to answer each and every query that a user has related to that topic. So what I do, I first go to Quora and search for the related topics that people are searching and people are querying about. Then I take a note of all the topics that I can describe in that a single post. Then I also take help of some websites like Answer the Public, also ask.com, so that I can find what people are actually searching for, what answers they need, what are their queries, and I try to answer each and every query in my article. So this is the blogging style that everyone should have. They should try to help as much as they can, provide as much value as they can in their a single article, so that they can get value both from the users as well as the search engines, because search engines do take note of each and everything that you share, and the most valuable posts get ranking in the search engines.
That's awesome. So, whoever are starting up, first thing you need to do is focus on Quora, right? Because that is the first
It,
platform where most of us, we rely on getting information, even if you're starting blogging or YouTube channel or anything related to any content.
yes,
Quora
it is
is
a gem for bloggers. Yes.
okay. And what about answer the public? How do you describe, why we should use that tool?
The tools like Answer the Public and also ask.com actually fetch questions from Google also asked. Google has a section in search results, people also ask section. They what they do is they fetch questions from there and show it in a systematic manner, so that we can find questions related to our topic. It helps us because we get to know what people are actually querying about, or what people actually have queries about, so we can answer all the questions that they have in a systematic manner in our article, so that people can get the most value out of our article.
So, according to you, Google, as you shared, Google actually has this inbuilt, but to be frank, I was unaware, and I believe there's most of people were unaware about it. Thank you for sharing this information. And you also shared that you need to, when you're writing an article, you need to go step by
Yeah.
step. Like after this
Yeah.
question, the people might have the next question, which might arise. It has to go step by step. So do you think that we need to write any content, anything related, like either we are sitting up, like 500 words we need to write, 700 words we need to write, or it is left to us, like uh, what do you think?
When I actually write blog, I never look at the words count. And when I only try to write as much deep as I can and solve as much as queries as I can. Recently I wrote an article about YouTube channels that people can learn Python from. So first of all, I explained why to learn Python, like why all people are moving towards Python and why it is getting popular day by day. Then I explained features of Python programming language, like what are the features. Then I came to the topic of YouTube channels. So first I had them know about the reasons why should they learn Python, and what are the features, main features that people are getting towards the Python programming language. So this is what people should do. They should answer each and every query, so that user can get most value out of it. And that's what people will also share that stuff. If they will feel satisfied, they will also share that stuff with their friends and other known people.
That's awesome. And I do know that in when we are doing blogging, right? It's like we always tell our people, whosoever are reading, like we call them as a reader, I believe, avid readers. So you would like to give them an opportunity that if you like this content, just share with your friends or family like that. Do you have anything like that? Do you use those, social triggering things so that you get more likes and shares, something like that?
It is always suggested to have some call to actions in your articles, like either to comment or either to share, and people will do it definitely if they will like the article. This is what people should focus on. Like if you will force your article on someone, they will most probably ignore it. But if they will really need that information and they will find it perfect for them, then they will surely share it.
Okay, so for according to you, we need to have a call to action. Like
Yes.
basically, if we need to have an engagement, then I think comment. Ask if you have any queries. You can comment below,
Yes.
and I would be able to answer it. I believe this is most, safer side to be on,
Yes.
so that we have a lot of engagement. And I believe when we having a lot of engagement, Google, it works with its own algorithm, and when you are answering so many questions, So I think Google also rank you up or something like that. Is that a strategy?
Yes, Google will always love you if people are already loving you. So if your content gets
Okay.
more social shares, social signals, then Google will most probably rank higher. There are other factors as well, but this is also a ranking factor. If you
Okay.
look at the blog post from HubSpot, then you will find there are there each and every article has some kind of call to action, either to download an ebook, download a sample, or share that stuff, or they have call to actions in each and every article, and they are the perfect using they are using blogs perfectly for their content marketing.
Wow, that's awesome. Awesome. Okay. So what are the three things, okay, does anyone starting in your industry should know?
If I will talk about the SEO industry, then three major things are, people are the newcomers that are coming in this industry, SEO industry. What they are doing is they are taking courses, they are reading articles, they are reading blog posts, but they are not applying those things. They know everything. I know many people who know a lot about SEO, but they have never tried anything. So this is what I would suggest. uh, Practice, try things that you learn, and apply each and everything that you learn. You will not get result every time, but you should at least give it a try. Second thing that I need to tell people is that be authentic. Many of newcomers are what they are doing just to get clients. They are misleading them, they are telling them lies so that they can get a client, they can get hired by someone. So be authentic. uh, Train your clients, tell them what you will be doing and how these things are working for them, and how you can bring the change. The third thing that I would suggest is branding. Branding is now becoming more and more necessary step in digital marketing, and this thing, the you will get clients on automation if you will do branding. Like, I never shared anything about me in Learn Digital Marketing group that I am doing SEO stuff, but I just helped people, shared my knowledge. This way I get projects on automation. I never tell anyone to give me projects, or I never force or pitch someone. I just get projects randomly from the group. People are reaching and hiring me for their projects. So this way, if you are doing branding accurately, then people will come to you, not the other way around.
Oh, that's awesome. I believe you it gave me a good explanation on how to get clients on board automatic. First thing is that, because many of them, they ask that how to get clients. You get so many clients. I'm not getting not even one. Why is that? I'm doing a lot of things. I'm working on SEOs, but they are not understanding the things. Is you need to first attract by giving. It is not like you
Yes.
are taking always. You need to give as what you share. So this is one thing which I always wanted to tell all my audience is you need to first share. When you're sharing, people will care about you. I believe in that process. I
Yes,
think
this is very true.
yeah. So that's one thing which you shared is that was in my pipeline to ask you this, like how to get clients, but you shared it. So awesome, and it's a golden nugget for my audience as well.
Yes.
Okay, the next question for you is blogging still alive? Because many
And
people, like they're doing from ages, and they're like, okay, it's gone now. Blogging, no one is hunting, and most of them are doing their own blogs, fashion, beauty, this, that, and like due to some wrong myths, people say, is blogging still alive? Can we still survive on blogging? So you need to
many
answer
people
this.
ask many people ask this question, and I heard it everywhere, every time in the group itself. Yes, blogging is pretty much alive, and just the way people are doing it, they are doing it differently. uh, Earlier people do it just like a random activity. Now there is a professionalism in blogging. If you'll read the blogs, newcomers are writing amazing blogs. They are they are also working on user interface as well. If you look at the blogs, they are amazingly created. uh, Articles are created with more than 4,000 words, 5,000 words. They are making it huge thing. So if you want to start in blogging right now, you will have to face this competition. This is obviously there is competition, but you will always have some content gap. New things are also coming day by day. New things are coming in the blogging industry. You can take that niche and you can start creating blogs. The main problem here is to find a niche. The main topics are already covered: beauty, tech. These things are already competitive, but there are smaller micro niche or smaller niches that are still available to start a blog and earning.
Okay. With you, what you said is micro niche blogging, because health, when we take in a concept whole, it has already been saturated. What people said, I
Yes,
never say it is saturated, but people say, like, when I start a blog, something related to health, then I need to go on certain topic, not completely
yes,
whole, but as you shared, a micro niche. Like, for example, if I want you to get slim, or if I want to get rid of diabetic, then I need to stick
mhm.
to those areas, I believe. So
Yes,
that is
yes,
what you wanted to convey.
yes. Micro niches are still valuable. Even if you'll you can start from one micro niche, and then you can diversify your blog later.
Okay, so that's pretty interesting as well, because we can focus one, and at the same time, when we get a hand on the first one, we
Yes,
can again start the second one. It's something like that. Like, it's an ongoing process, right?
yes, it's an ongoing process, because if you can get on a hold on one niche, side by side you can keep learning things, keep finding new niches, and you can add on to your blog.
That's awesome. And next question to you is, it's very interesting because this is your concept. I have actually heard that you are an SEO pro, and I have also seen it. It's not like I've heard. I've actually have come across in Learn Digital Marketing Group, which is owned by DD, Digital Deeper. So that where you whoever are in any queries, even there are people are coming up and they're answering them, after that there are many people who tag you, like, Himanshu, just have a look at it and answer, and you come up and you actually give something really different answers, like SEO cutting, like a lot of insight, like in depth. So I want more clarity on this.
Though people tell I'm an SEO pro, I don't think I'm an SEO pro. I'm just an active learner, because I keep learning new and new things, updating my knowledge. I read at least 10 articles, 10 to 12 articles daily related to SEO, like case studies and all, so that I can keep myself updated with the queries. And whenever I get some query which I don't know about answer, which I don't have any answer for, I start learning about that. Like recently, someone's queried about some local SEO thing that I was not aware of. So I started researching about it. I read a lot of case studies. I tried to apply things on my some of my clients. I got some results. Then uh, finally I was like, I know about this topic. So this is what I do. When I get something that I am not aware of, I start learning about it. I start researching about it. This is what I will suggest each and everyone. Whenever you get any query that you are not aware of, instead of ignoring it, you should learn about it. You start researching about it.
That's awesome. So it's mainly the person who wanted to share, the person who wanted to get indulged into a topic. The one thing which you need to do is learn, learn,
Learn.
learn. I think
Yes.
learning will never end. Even though when we grow old, I think we cannot stop learning, right?
Yes, this is what we are. We are just here to learn something.
Yeah, definitely, I agree with this, with you for sure. Because even I'm learning on a daily basis, on a regular basis, with a lot of things which I have not at all have come across. Okay. There's a lot of questions also which I want to ask, which I never came across. Okay, but there's a lot of questions to you. Okay,
Oh,
the
that's
next
good.
one with you is, what has been your most successful post? Some post which gone like viral, or something like you feel, okay, yes, that one post of mine gave me a lot of urge, and that has given me a lot of name, fame, brand, whatever you wanted to call it. And why do you think it was appealing?
Uh, As I already told you that I write for what people want to read. So even if my article is helping one single person, I think that post is successful. Like I mainly share on present slide my blog. I mainly share about free resources and stuff, and people are messaging me that this post really helped me. They found really good courses and stuff for free. So I think each and every post that I write, and even if a single person gets benefited from that, then I think that is successful. I don't write for getting viral or something, but I just want to help from the blogs that I write.
Okay. So there are people who are hopping onto your messenger. I believe most of the time your messenger will be, you'll be having, I mean, where I've got so many messages. Who are these people? Okay, let me check. Something like that.
Yes, people are really like, for just like this interview, I got around 8 to 9 people that are messaging for the interview. uh, and this is the first interview that I'm giving as a video interview.
Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. I would launch you in a better way so that I get most of the limelight. And definitely, uh, see, I have seen you from so many months because I'm checking a lot of people, and I do respect. All right, because you are into this particular niche from quite several years, and I respect them because if you are into that, you have put your heart and soul, you are learning, uh, and you have put into practice, right? Say learning, doing, and implementations, that is where we usually get results, and that is what
Yeah,
we are learning usually, right? But I've seen your consistency, like definitely what you said, like earlier you were not at all focused, and
yeah.
it happens with everyone. It has happened even with me. I'm with this industry from past, like when my son was born, 2014. I just entered
Oh,
in this online field. So, but I was not consistent. Yeah. So
yeah, it happens with everyone.
yeah, it happens with everyone. But I think sooner we realize, we put into action, I think we get results, and that is what you are here. And I believe that is why your hard work, the helping nature, whatever you have so far, that has helped you to gain certain amount of branding reputations, as what you say, these kind of terms, right? Like you have built
Yes.
up that. And if anyone can't do, I think, Himanshu, can you look at this post please and recommend us like what we need to do to get, something like that. So one more question out of the box. um,
Yes.
have you ever came across, okay, like a thought inside you that uh, काश यार मेरा एक ब्लॉग पोस्ट वायरल हो जाता, यू नो, एक दिन में फर्स्ट डे पोस्ट किया, और नेक्स्ट डे व्हेन आई चेक माय ब्लॉग एंड बस लाइक वायरल.
Yes, there is one blog that I recently wrote about Telegram. Me and my
Okay.
friend were creating a Telegram bot. Uh, so we researched on one topic, and then I wrote an article of about 2500 words. I was not sure if it will get viral or something, but I wrote it and posted it, then submitted in search console. Next day when I looked at the results, like I typed in the keyword and was founding my article, it was on 70th position, 70th position. So I was like, okay, it reached there. Then I created some backlinks, done with some social shares and all. It reached second page, and after a week it was on first position on Google after a week of time. And now since last 6 months, it's still there. It's
My
still
god.
on the first position. And there are at least there are 10 to 12 articles which are targeting the same keyword with, I think, better content than that, but it is still on the first position from last 6 to 7 months. So that is, I think, the best article I got, because search results are not stable, as they keep on changing, they keep on fluctuating, but that post is still there at first position. So that is, I think, I can say.
Okay, so that is the success mantra which you had, like you were the first person who wrote something on that particular concept, probably uh, something like that.
No, I was not the first one. There are already many articles, even some are better than that. but I wrote it something with the same style that I already described, like answering all the questions which those blogs were missing. So I just took that
Awesome.
on.
Awesome. So the piece which was missing in the puzzle, you cracked it.
Yes.
That's awesome. Guys, I just wanted to share you that be on to Quora. Learn Quora, implement the strategies, what Himanshu shared. Be on Answer the Public. Check out what kind of questions people are asking on Google so that you can actually write on those topics inside your blog. And believe me, even if you're starting today, you can definitely rank. Definitely, it is not like overnight you would get success, but definitely when you are consistently doing it, working little hard, then definitely you can push your article to whatever he
Mm,
said, like on the top.
sure.
All right, that's awesome, that's awesome. So what would you, okay, how do you attract new readers? Like for example, I'm not a good reader. I cannot say that I'm a good reader, but I'm a person who actually like visual content, right? But there are certain blogs which I actually read. There are certain which I actually read. Like there's one website, Entrepreneur. I go on daily
And
basis. Yes, I go on daily basis. I check theirs because if something is, it's all over the world, globe. So if something
mhm.
new things, I just focus on that. Okay, chalo, इस पे video कुछ बनाते हैं. I write something on it, LinkedIn, ये वो, something like that. So do you think something like that?
If I would share, if I want to share something like how to attract new readers, then Facebook groups are some gems for bloggers to attract good readers. But I would not suggest people to spam what they are doing already. They try to spam things. So no spamming, but generally genuinely help people and share your content. I hardly shared my website 2 3 times in the group, and whenever I share, I get at least 2000 3000 views a day.
Wow.
And they are they also come back to read next articles, and they are also subscribed to the email list without ever saying anything to them, without ever pitching anything to them. So they are like what I can say, uh,
Avid readers.
avid readers, or you can say returning readers.
Returning readers and never know your future customers. So there are some
Yeah.
who are your customers probably.
So
So
Facebook groups are very good for getting regular readers, new readers. But you need to help people consistently. You need to give value. You need to provide value, not to spam. Like if I'm at the other side of the group, like I'm a moderator there, so I can see what people are publishing there, and out of 100 posts that people post, only one or two are actually providing value. All other are just spam. So
definitely.
this way you will never get any value out of any group, and people most probably will ban you out of that. So just keep things genuine.
Okay, so that's pretty awesome. I believe Facebook group is one of the best tool, free of cost. The only thing you need to do is
Yes,
share
yes,
value, right? So what do you
yes.
think about LinkedIn?
I tried LinkedIn recently, you can say 2 3 months back, and got some good results. But then I left because I focus more on Facebook than LinkedIn.
Okay,
But yes, LinkedIn is also something, close competition to Facebook group. People are posting in LinkedIn, uh, uh, creating new connections and then sharing their stuff, and they're getting value out of it. They're getting new customers, new leads, etc. So yes, LinkedIn is also a good place to share your articles. And I would say that Quora is also something good. People are getting amazing results from Quora. I also have shared some question. I also answered some questions, and I'm getting 200 views a week from Quora without ever updating those answers.
That's awesome because even I'm a Quora person. I keep giving little answers to few of the questions which people ask, but definitely on YouTube related topics, because I believe I wanted backlink for my YouTube channel sometimes. So it is not like spamming a thing or whatsoever. Whatever knowledge we have, we try to share and
Yes,
definitely
yes,
push
yes.
our blogs or YouTube channel whatsoever, but not consistent, definitely. But I think whoever are, as you shared, like bloggers, I
Mhm.
believe they need to love Quora. They need to
Yes,
spend
yes, yes.
their time on Quora at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes a day, probably.
Quora can help you get consistent viewers for your blog, because each and
Okay.
every answer is shared from one people to another, so you can get a consistent flow of readers from Quora.
Okay, so that's pretty awesome for whosoever is starting blogging. If they be on Quora and read
Yes,
what
yes,
kind
yes.
of questions people are asking, you can assemble those questions and queries, and you can come up with your own answers,
Come
like
up with
your own
yes, yes.
interpretations. And what do you think in a blog? Blog should be with only with writing or some good images or something, memes or something like videos. What do you think that has to incorporate?
Images are also a part of blog articles. Now people are also embedding videos and stuff, infographics. So keep things balanced. Uh, like HubSpot is one of the best blog that I follow for their content. They all what they do, they always stick an image with the checklist. Whatever they are sharing in the article, they keep these things in an image and then embed it in the website itself, in the article itself. So if someone wants to get a quick note from that, then they can use the image, or else they can read the complete article. So this is what I love about HubSpot.
That's nice. Pretty interesting, actually, what you shared. Like, you need to embed it so that whosoever are interested, they can actually click on and check the information. That's pretty
Yes,
awesome
yes, yes.
to stay connected. And I believe people who stay on a blog in a longer run, like for a
Yes.
certain duration, that would give you more ranking.
It helps in there's an algorithm of Google Rank Brain, which deals with this kind of thing, that how people are reacting with some blogs and all. So if people are reading your articles for more duration, then it will surely help you in getting better ranking.
That's pretty awesome. And I think I need to incorporate these techniques. I don't know whether I could do it. If not, I hire someone. That's all.
As there are so many factors for ranking, so all these factors put in some frequency of help for your ranking.
Definitely. Yeah. So, what would you do to improve current content?
The already content that I have written on blogs, I keep on updating old blogs that are posted on blog. I find, like, as I told, search results are not stable, they are fluctuating. So if some of my posts go down, then I'll check the competitors now, what they are writing, what they are sharing, and if I my post is missing something, then I try to add that. One of the my post went from first position to seventh. Then what I did, I embedded a video in that. I took an infographic and embedded that. I updated the checklist. Two of them were outdated, so I removed them, added three more, and added one bonus checklist also. So this way you can update your content, remove the outdated topics or stuff, and add new and new content. So this
Okay.
way you can
Okay. So it means that, like, for example, you have written a content in the year 2018. Okay. Can we
Mhm.
revamp the same content, or we have to write a new one, or in that place, or the same content we rewrite and do the changes? Do you think we are messing up with the algorithms of Google or the ranking which you have already got for that particular article, something like that?
it is suggested to revamp that old article, because it has
Okay.
already got some value in the eyes of Google. Instead of writing another article, you can just update the 2018 to 2019 and 20. So this way, people suggest that don't use year in your URL, because that would not be that we will not be able to change. So just change the title to 2018 to 19 and update the content as it is. If you are
Yeah.
writing for 2018, remove the content that is related to 2018 and change it to 2019 or 20, and in the future years too.
Okay, so it is just that URL has to be the same, whatever we created in the
URL has
year.
to be same.
Yeah, if not, we are messing with something.
Because you share that post on social media, as well as you will get some backlinks. But if you will change the URL, then the backlinks and social shares will have no value, because that will show an 404 error. Either if you are changing the URL, you should redirect the old URL to the new URL so that the value remains the same.
Okay, so now if these are the process, like uh,
Yes.
if you are changing it, then it has to be redirected so that
Yes. So
whatever backlink you're getting to that particular old URL, it will go directly to your new URL.
redirected to the new URL.
That's awesome. I believe this is something with an advanced level pro.
Not something advanced.
No, I mean, to be frank, whosoever are fresher, like me, if you tell me, yes, I'm a fresher for SEO. I don't have, you can tell me I have only, say about like 1 or 2% of knowledge of SEO. I don't have much. I know SEO works, but I don't have much information on it. So I cannot uh, tell whatever it is. But yes, these, what you shared is little few things which I believe are little pro things which people don't share. They charge. No,
Yes.
it does happen, like they charge some sort of monetary benefits, and yeah, it's kind of that. So it's okay because they are utilizing their money and their knowledge, so that's okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's good as well. So what would you, okay, what are the SEO tools do you use, on a daily basis?
The first tool that when I wake up in the morning, I check my search console. So search console is one of my favorite tool, which is all free tool. Other than that, I use Hrefs and Moz. Hrefs for competitor analysis, also for site analysis, and Moz for indexing backlinks to increase domain authority. No other work for Moz for me. People use it for keyword research and all, but I don't use it for keyword research. I use Hrefs for keyword research.
Okay, what about content research? Where do you go and search for the content?
As I told, Quora, LinkedIn,
Okay.
and Twitter and all, we can find a lot of content from Quora. You
Okay.
don't need to go anywhere else. Still, you can use the tools Answer the Public and also Ask. You can just write in the topic and find a lot of content there.
Okay,
This
what
is
about the tools which you are using currently, like AHRFs, RFs? Like
yes,
they are also giving you an idea on content, and I believe even Ube Suggest, right? It's a free
yes,
tool which we can use a small amount, and as of now, it is a paid tool, but that's okay. It's
yes,
not
yes, you
very
can pay.
expensive tool, so
Yes.
that's pretty awesome. Which Neil Patel has come up with Ube Suggest. But whatever, what with these kind of tools, do you think the content? There are certain contents which are like saturated sometimes. Some content are little because they are like over explained,
Yes, yes, yes.
right? But do you think the starters like me who are starting their blogging experiences? So for them, do you think Quora is the best place and Google Answer, those are the best place, or we can even rely on the paid tools?
For content research, yes, you can use Quora, etc. But for using Quora, you would be knowing already the topics that you want to write about. But if you want new topics or the topics your competitors are writing about, then you would surely need paid tools like HRF, so that you can do competitor research and know about the topics that your competitors are writing, and replicate them.
That's awesome. And what about Google Trends? What is your dig on that?
I never really use Google Trends because I don't know what to actually use it for. But sometimes I can use it to find trending topics,
Okay.
because in some niches, trending topics are required. So for that, I can use that, but not on a daily basis or weekly basis. I hardly use it in a month or 2 months a single time.
Okay. So I always see you telling about backlink, right? Backlink, backlink. सब लोगों को backlink चाहिए यार. See, you read this, मेरे को backlink दे दो. What do you mean by this word backlink? Please explain.
I explain it simply like that. If you are a local shop owner and you want to like get sales, the first thing that you need is people telling about you. Like that shop is very good for sweets. That shop is very good for buying mobiles. So that is backlink. People referencing you for something so that other people can get a trust. So what Google want is people referencing your website so that Google can trust your website or your content. So this is what backlink is, simple definition. uh, and we backlink is one of my favorite topic in SEO, and I pretty much spend most of my time finding new websites or loopholes in website to create backlinks. So I'm really in love with backlinks.
Okay, so that's the reason I believe you already have a backend of a backlink, I believe some product, right? I want you to introduce your product in this interview.
Yes, I recently launched an ebook, Backlinks Mastery Guide, for that, to help people in knowing the better side of backlinks. Because always what people do is they want to purchase backlink or they want to create backlinks on automation, like 10,000 backlinks, 20,000 backlinks. This is not what works. So I just try to help people in knowing about the better side of creating backlinks without buying or purchasing anything.
Okay, so that's okay because like there are persons like me. Okay, we don't have time to get the backlinks or whatever. It's like, so how then we need to get it? If we need to
even
hire.
if you even if you don't have time to create backlinks, so what you will do is hire someone to create them. But you should have the knowledge of what is good and what is bad. Recently I met a client and they got 200 backlinks from someone. They hired someone from Fiverr, and he created backlinks for them. And when I checked the backlinks, all of them were spam, and he charged 200 around $100 for those backlinks. And the client was not aware of anything, like is it a good backlink or a bad backlink. So that is what I wanted to help people, because even if you are not doing it yourself, you will hire someone, and most probably they will scam you, because this industry is already there are people that are scamming others. So you need to be aware of things and what is quality and what is not.
Okay, so I want more information on your book. Like, for whom? I mean, what is the target audience?
The target audience is for beginners.
Okay.
Beginners who just have started their blog or website, and they want to create backlinks to get some value out of it. I started the book from explaining things from very basic, like why we create backlinks, why search engines need backlink, how you can create different ways of creating backlinks, finding new websites to create backlinks, and all the stuff. So it is for beginners to get a knowledge about backlinks.
So, guys, if you're looking out to get the backlinks, instead of paying 7, 8,000 to just to get 200 one time, you can get a number of times, which you can do it by yourself. In this description below, I have mentioned the link where you can actually check out Himanshu Sharma's book, which he has bought in, and this might help you to get saved from the spams which you are getting in. So if you are looking for genuine backlinks, then definitely this is the book which you need to look out for. Check out the descriptions, the link has been given below. You just need to check this information and buy this book. Do the things what Himanshu is saying, because he is saying it means it is true, because he has put all these years into practice, and that is what he is sharing. So if you are looking out for genuine backlink, which you can do, or hire someone, train them, and then get the backlinks done. Thank you so much. So one more questions regarding the same concept, backlinks, right? So we always think
Yes.
about backlinks things. Now the next question is, what do you mean by guest post? Is it important to do guest post? Will it help
uh,
us?
It will help. Guest posting is like you post on some other website. They are looking for content and you are looking for backlinks. So what you
Okay.
do is you help them get the content, and in return they will help you getting some backlink. So yes, it is important, but if done accurately, you don't need to post hundreds of guest posts in different websites, and in even in non-relevant or spam websites. So you can schedule things. One guest post a week or two guest post a week. It depends on the competition and your niche, but keep things genuine, and don't over optimize or overdo anything. What people are doing, they are automating things and creating hundreds of guest posts on different sites. This will actually not work, and you need to keep things balanced.
Okay. So do you think there's a place called Medium, right? Because
Yes,
even
yes.
I got introduced to this Medium, and I'm checking those Medium, and I'm seeing a lot of connections happening with other bloggers, and they are actually liking the content of mine whom I never met across in my entire life. And I'm
Mhm.
just talking to them, and like we're sharing content and content and content, and ultimately I had a good backlinks, say about some, I believe numbers are small, so about 25 or 30 backlinks to my main website. So I think like these, do you think some other website also like this where we can do a guest blogging for ourselves and then get the backlink?
Uh, there is something like no follow and do follow in backlinks. No follow means search
Okay.
engines will no most probably would not follow that backlink and would not give the value for one website to the another website. So Medium and Quora are backlinks that are no follow. Means search
Okay.
engines do not follow those backlinks and do not pass the value from one website to another. But they are good for the blogs which are just started, so that you can boost up the process a little bit, and search engines know about you, start to know about you. There are websites which also provide you the facility to write articles, and they also give do follow link. One such website is wingle.net. It is a social media website. It allows people to create content, write article, and it also provides a do follow link. So there are websites that do, but most probably in the future they will remove this facility as people start to spam those website and create nonsense posts on there. So they will most probably remove the do follow facility. In the last few months, around 20 of websites from my list, I create a list of all the websites which I can use to create do follow links. They have changed the strategy from do follow to no follow in just a month. So in the coming days, more people will be you getting aware about this, and they will most probably be changing from do follow to no follow to stop the spamming.
Okay.
So this is the
That's pretty awesome, which you have shared it, because as I think when we are
Mhm.
starting up, we need to be aware about this, because there's a lot of people
Yes,
who
yes,
do a lot of spamming, in I have
yes,
seen,
yes.
I have come across even on certain posts, okay, they are very interesting. But below, when I see in the comment section, there are people who are actually
Yes,
not
yes.
giving any nudges, but they're just sharing their own
Their own
stuff.
links.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
if they are giving certain things good, that's okay by sharing their link, but they're not giving anything, they're just randomly posting it, like if you want this, you take it, something like that. So
Uh-huh.
do you think that is a spam?
Yes, that is mostly they are like spam. And this is the problem with SEO agencies and digital marketing agencies here. Mostly they create such type of spam, and in the meantime they also degrade other agencies reputation, because people have now got a fear of agencies. Even if I will tell someone that I am from an agency, they will most probably cancel the project, because they don't want to get same stuff that other agencies have created for them. And mostly I hear bad about the agencies because they are spamming the internet for this stuff.
Yeah, it's only because of few, I believe, SEO agencies main name and reputation have come down. And I
Yes,
have also seen, I've heard that people, like they complain of SEO Google ka nahi chahiye humko, nahi chahiye, hum paid ad, we'll go for
हाँ,
the paid
yes,
ad, something like that. It does.
yes, yes,
I have heard about it. I've heard about it because I'm in a person who's always wanted consistent result and faster, and I don't have much time in doing sitting and ye karna hai, wo karna hai.
yes,
Like I
yes.
cannot do it. So like sitting.
Yes,
तो
ads are
कौन
better
करेगा?
for people who are in hurry.
No, not in hurry in sense, like at least we know what we are doing it. As you
Yes,
shared, there are few who are spoiling it, right?
yes,
So
yes,
even
yes.
I have met across something few who has actually spoiled it. So now I'm like just wondering which who are right and who are wrong. So in that way, what happens is when we are hiring someone, I personally believe whosoever are entrepreneurs or starter, they should know at least introduction about SEOs, like
Yes,
how
yes,
it
yes.
works. Even if
So
you're not
that is what
doing,
yes, yes, that is what I shared when you asked, tell me three
yes,
things. So this is
yes.
one of the thing, aware your client or prospect so that they know what you are doing for them. This is one of the thing.
What do you think people, like hardly they get clients, and when they get, do you think they will tell this? So that sometimes uh, बड़ी मुश्किल से मिला है यार ये client, इसको कैसे जाने दूं, अगर मैं बोल दिया ये तो निकल जाएगा हाथ से, something like that, like I have heard, I keep reading all these things and I keep laughing, but sometimes it does hurt someone, someone's business in future. So ethics, these are ethics I believe which you
People
share.
don't have ethics nowadays, and I see more and more people scamming others, and the industry is quite degrading. But what we can do is we can make people aware so that
Right.
I am now trying to write articles on this topic, and I'll be sharing them soon. I have in draft, like
Okay.
making people aware about search engine optimizations and how they can keep themselves safe from scammers.
That's pretty awesome. Okay. I need to ask you one more questions. Like
Yes.
you are building so much of content, right? Writing, blogging things. What about vlogging? I mean, video.
I'm quite of an introvert and I hardly ever face camera. The last photograph that I have is of last year. I never clicked any picture of me, so I am not into vlogging. But I'm trying to come out of that thing. And surely after this interview, I will be much more confident than ever. Thank you for
No,
that.
it is from the urge from me and from the readers who and from the I mean viewers who are watching this video. We want you to come out from that comfort zone. We don't want you to be on the comfort zone. Come out, explore things, and as you're sharing these videos, right? People love content, and if you're
Yes,
sharing
yes,
through
yes.
videos, as what Neil Patel
That
does,
is more engaging. People engage more with videos.
right? So now I believe you have one more project, your backlink ebook. I want you to convert it to video, and I would be the first
Yes,
person who would buy it.
I would try to do that.
No, I wanted you to do that, and I wanted that first you need to give me that access for that
Oh,
video course. So because
sure,
I'm a
sure.
person who wanted, as I shared with you, I'm a person who wanted through video content. So I
Yes,
wanted
yes.
you to do that, and first I would be the person who would buy it from you.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so now I wanted one thing is like case studies. People ask, like, आपके पास कोई case study है? Do you have any case study which we can go through it, whether you are genuine or fake or something? Do you have, because you're sharing all this information, they all are available on the internet. But how we
Yes.
know, how we can tell that you are a genuine person and you can get us desired results? So, what do you can you explain this?
Uh, yes, it is quite good to ask for case studies or things that you can take in for help. So it is always good for that. And previous results can share information about the projects that someone did or the practical work that any person did. So it is okay, and I would suggest everyone to have some questions with the person they are hiring for their work or something. So it is okay for me to someone asking case studies and all.
Do you think when we are sharing these kind of case studies, right, there are certain businesses, okay, we sign an agreement, NDA.
Mm.
You are aware about it, right? Because even
Yes,
I,
yes.
as I manage social media accounts, I do sign this agreement where we don't disclose the name of that particular or the
Mhm.
like website or business to other persons, like rivalries and all those things. So
Yes, yes,
do you
yes.
think sharing case studies might sometimes cut out that NDA?
The thing is, as most of my work include consulting,
Okay.
so hardly there is a time when I get access to the search console of their property. Most of the time they have their SEO team, what they want me to do is consult them or help them what they can do in to get some better results, and they do get better results. But I don't have access to these better results or the stats that they have. So what I can do is I can just point out things that I've told them, and how these things help them in getting out of that. So by reading those points or the things that I mentioned, the client will most probably accept it, and they will understand the thing that I can't share each and everything. But for some projects that I did, I can share the details and stuff.
Okay.
So
So
this
what
I
about
also.
there are certain things which you can actually ask your client, right? Okay, you have
Yes, yes.
consulted me so many things, right? Did you put into practice? If they say yes, okay, can you share me how is the progress before and after? Like before you take, you don't give us anything, but in Search Console you have the reports, right? Like how many
Yes, yes.
leads you were having earlier, from which network, whether from organic search or from Pinterest or whatsoever. And now after putting your consulting and using those strategies, there might be increase in their traffic from whatever so medium. So don't you ask them like, can you share it so that I can use this, not your name, because definitely they won't share their name, but they would share a picture image with your name or something,
Yes,
so
yes, yes.
do you use those
Yes, I
strategies?
I use, but hardly I would remember someone taking advice from me. Because if you look at that, I help more than 5 to 10 people in a day, and hardly anyone after taking the help, hardly anyone would like to reply with things. And yes, they will come back when they will need the help again, but most of the time they just ignore after getting the help. But yes, I do use this strategy that you can get results. You can show the results that you got from my side, and then I use that screenshot to share as a case study.
Okay, so now you're utilizing your time helping each other, so can you share a little insight, because I want to ask one more questions over there. So in like how many hours in a day you give time to sharing your knowledge?
There is no fixed time, but you can assume that most of my time, if I work for 16 hours a day, then 4 to 5 or 6 hours a day goes into helping someone out of their work or some their queries.
Okay, so don't you think those 4 hours were so crucial? You would have come up with every day 4 hours. You, if you work for 5 days a week, 20 hours, you can come up with more content. Say
Yes,
about
I can, but
two more blogs, two more blog
yes.
posts, two more blog posts. Yeah.
Yes, I can, but I feel good while helping someone and taking them out of their, problems. So I don't think I would be able to take that time in writing the content, because if someone is messaging me, I don't, ignore that message. I reply each and every message that I get, and hardly I have ever ignored a single message, and I try to help that person out of that problem. So
So,
this
do
is
you have any automation in that process?
not automation, no any more automation. I am the automation.
See, I wanted to tell you over here this because there are a lot of people, okay? There are a lot of people who are taking your help, as you shared, they take your help, but they don't revert back, okay?
Yes.
That's really very sad, because if you're taking someone help, at least you need to have certain courtesy to at least thank them. Second thing is, I
Yes.
would recommend, personally, I would recommend, because I've gone through all those phases and now I'm really very serious on time management. So what I
Okay.
personally think is, why don't you come up with Google Form? If they have any queries, ask them to post there. So you have their name, email. No, we fine. You would have the access, and you would share them to that email only. So don't you think that will help you to get more content, because you have queries inside your profile, your Google. I mean, you
Yes.
have
Yes.
all
Yes.
the access. So like in Excel sheets, like कॉलम बना दिया सब चीज कि भाई इस बंदे ने
Uh-huh.
इस तारीख को इतने मेरे को क्वेश्चन पूछा, whatever it is, whatever questions they wanted to ask, and you already have those questions which you can actually come up with a blog. So what do you think about this idea?
Yes, I will be thinking about that. It is really a nice idea. Uh, Also, I can create blogs later on that topics that people ask or people really have queries about. Frequently.
Yeah, I mean, that would definitely help them, saves your time, saves their time. You would get nice people who wanted to read actually your blog, and
Yes.
this would give you more flexibility of your time management, probably. I personally think, because
Yes.
you're
Yes.
such a
I will
wonderful
really.
person, such a soul person. I mean, you're sharing so much knowledge, that too for free. Then why don't you get some readers to check onto your website? That might help you more backlinks.
I will definitely try this idea.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, this time I wanted your feedback after a month or so. If you try this, okay, if you try this, implement this strategy, just share me what's happening and what hasn't happened. Because I have incorporated this, and I've seen serious people are actually asking me a lot of questions, and they're putting into practice. They're giving me a lot of um, response, and I'm saving my lot of my time. So yeah.
Definitely, I will try it.
Awesome. So, guys, this is what Himanshu is all about. Passionate blogger, passionate human being. Actually, I should say it's like humanity in person, and is your consultant. And he already has a project. He's doing a lot of projects being inside. And I wanted you to introduce your blog to my viewers.
Uh, my blog is therankingmachine.com, but I have not updated any article on that. But people, if they want, they can read on presentslide.in. I keep the blog updated. I'm writing many articles for the ranking machine. They are in draft, and I'll share most probably in this month or the coming month. I will, publish those articles. So they are in the pipeline. I will most probably publish it in the next month. So they can read the articles at therankingmachine.com.
Therankingmachine.com, and as of
Yes.
now, present slide.
Presentslide.in.
Dot in.
Yes.
Okay, it's
Yes.
presentslide.in, so that
Yes.
if you are looking out the content where you can build up ranking backlinks, if you are looking out for SEOs and stuff, then you need to check on this presentslide.in, so that you get more information and get hold of Himanshu Sharma on Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever channel he is in, because all this information has been shared in the below this video. So if you are looking out, want to catch this guy, what you need to do is you need to book an appointment, because now he is coming up with a new strategy which is called book the call. So you can book his appointment, access his time, so that he get value, you get value, and a lot more strategies coming up. So thank you guys for hopping in and checking this awesome interview. So more to come, more to free. So have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am, for having me.